The following is a talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on March 11th, 2013 in Sri Dham, Mayapur, India. The talk was given on the disappearance day of His Holiness Tamal Krsna Goswami Maharaj.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Kauravani Vacharine Yadishesha Sanyadhadi Pachatyada Satarine.
Saraswati Devi Kauravani Vacharine Yadishesha Sanyadhadi Pachatyada Satarine.
Maga Karoti Rajanam Pangulangaya Tekurim Yatki Bhata Vahatmadne Sigaram Ninainam Paramananda Madhamam Sri Chaitanya Swam. I offer my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of Tamal Krsna Goswami Maharaj. I came to that Krishna conscious movement by the will of providence in 1968. At that time, I saw Tamal Krsna Maharaj in San Francisco, but just as a visitor. I never talked to him. Then I went to see Prabhupada in Montreal, and I was sent in 1970 to India. Tamal Krsna Goswami, at that time he was a Grihastha. He came with Srila Prabhupada to Calcutta. As I remember, I was made the temple president in Calcutta, and Tamal Krsna Maharaj, he was our first GDC. So he would come, and I was never up to the mark. And he removed me 11 times. But Prabhupada said, it's not the job of the GDC to remove him. You have to reform him. And I did take it back. But through all this, somehow you could see how he was very dear to Srila Prabhupada, and he wanted us to really be very correct in the service of Prabhupada. So, 10 times, 11th time, Prabhupada removed me. And that was final. And I was sent to Mayapur. And I became the president here. Tamal Krsna Maharaj, who had, last time I taught, how he had bought the land here. And, well, so this building is on the original land. This building and the plot there. And Tamal Krsna Maharaj, he really gave his heart to try to please Prabhupada. So I remember that he would ride with us, but sometimes we rode out in our trucks because we were afraid that they would steal. Sure enough, they stopped at some Sikh eating place, So the truck drivers, they invited us to take milk.
Truck drivers invited us to take milk.
And we are taking milk in this place.
We were taking milk in a restaurant.
And then, that's what I called that. Then someone came and told us they're stealing your steel.
Someone came and told us that they're stealing your steel.
So we ran out. Sure enough, they're throwing steel in the dark in the ditch.
So sure enough, we ran out and we saw that they were throwing our steel into a ditch.
So, we were through the thick and thin, through all the austerities.
We went through the thick and thin, through all the austerities.
And Tamal Krsna Goswami, he was with us all the time.
And Tamal Krsna Goswami, he was with us all the time.
This building was the first building we built.
This building was the first building we built.
Now how much we spent?
Do you know how much we spent?
Tamal Krsna Maharaj was seeing that because Prabhupada said, "This is my blood."
Prabhupada said, "This is my blood," and Tamal Krsna Maharaj was checking everything.
625,000 rupees.
625,000 rupees.
6 lakhs.
That's 6 lakh.
Now, one room is 6 lakhs.
Now, one room is 6 lakhs.
This whole building is 6 lakhs.
This whole building is 6 lakhs.
And it's not a crack.
And there's not a crack in the building.
Like that for many years, Tamal Krsna Maharaj, he was with us in India.
Like that for many years, Tamal Krsna Maharaj was with us in India.
Then he went to America distributing books.
Then he went to America to distribute books.
Then he opened China. He opened the China mission.
And then he opened the China mission.
On the order of Prabhupada.
On the order of Prabhupada.
Then he was the secretary when Prabhupada was in his final Leela.
And then he was the secretary when Prabhupada was in his final Leela.
And Prabhupada told us that there are 3 levels of disciple.
Prabhupada told us that there are 3 levels of disciples.
Highest level knows what the Guru wants.
The highest level knows what the Guru wants.
Without him saying.
Without him saying.
And the second level follows the orders of the Guru perfectly.
And the second level follows the orders of the Guru perfectly.
The third level follows but somehow or another.
The third level follows but somehow or other.
I saw in Vrindavan, Prabhupada would raise his hand.
I saw in Vrindavan, Prabhupada would raise his hand
and move it one finger.
Moving one finger.
Who could understand what he wanted?
Who could understand what he wanted?
Tamal Krsna Maharaj.
Tamal Krsna Maharaj.
He'd go, close the window, open the window.
He would say, close the window.
No. He would go and open it, close it.
He would go and open the window or close the window.
Or do something.
Or do something.
And 99% he was right.
And 99% he was right.
So I understood he was first-class disciple.
So I understood he was a first-class disciple.
He was always very kind to me.
He was always very kind to me.
When Narasimha Maharaj was speaking how he invite us for lunch.
Narasimha Maharaj was speaking how he would invite us to lunch.
I remember taking lunches with him.
I remember taking lunches with him.
Somehow he was He was also on the Mayapur planning.
He was also on the Mayapur planning.
He was the MVT trustee.
He was the MVT trustee.
So we were still together in many ways.
So we were still together in many ways.
As a GBC. Then he started that the GBCs should chant and read together.
As GBCs, and then he started that GBCs should chant and read together.
So all the meetings were finished by 2.
So all the meetings were finished by 2.
We did lunch.
We would have lunch.
We'll rest.
And rest.
And then they'd all get together and chant Hare Krishna.
And then we'd all get together and chant Hare Krishna.
And we would read some passages.
And read some passages.
This was all done by His Holiness Tamal Krsna Maharaj.
This was all done by His Holiness Tamal Krsna Maharaj.
Gradually over the years, this has disappeared.
Gradually over the years, this has disappeared.
And we're back to our meetings.
And we're back to our meetings.
As you can say, is a part of His vision that we should get more into the holy name.
Which is part of His vision that we should give more emphasis to the holy name.
In his, he came after, he came 1 year to the GBC meetings.
He came 1 year to the GBC meetings.
And he was mellow. He was mellow.
He was mellow.
But some GBC got a little testy with him.
But some GBCs got a little testy with him.
During the break.
In the break.
During the break.
During the break.
He talked to them.
He talked to them.
And just for a second.
And just for a second.
He showed that he was a lion. If you don't mess with him, he's gonna get back.
Just for a second, he shouted and showed that
No, he didn't shout.
No.
He showed he was a lion.
He showed, just for a second, he showed he was a lion and that they should not mess with him.
So, rest of the meeting, everyone was very respectful. Rest of the meeting, everyone was very respectful.
For the rest of the meeting, everyone was very respectful.
But he had a real vision to spread Krishna consciousness.
He had a real vision to spread Krishna consciousness.
And it's really a great loss that Prabhupada is taking it on.
It's really a great loss for us that Prabhupada has taken him out.
But Prabhupada needs him. There's nothing you can do.
Prabhupada needs him, there's nothing we can do.
And we're happy that he's serving Prabhupada.
And we are happy that he's serving Prabhupada.
But his Tirabhav is different than Vyas Puja.
This Tirobhav is different to Vyas Puja.
Because Tirabhav was the celebration of the departure of the Guru.
Tirobhav is the celebration of the departure of the Guru.
That the legacy that he left.
The legacy that he left.
We have to, his followers, his associates, they need to meditate and see how that can be carried out.
His followers, his associates, need to meditate to see how that can be carried out.
So this is a very important time.
So this is a very important time.
To meditate on the great qualities of His Holiness Tamal Krsna Maharaj,
to meditate on the great qualities of His Holiness Tamal Krsna Maharaj,
and also how to carry on the legacy which He has left us.
and also how to carry on the legacy He has left us.
He showed us how to serve Prabhupada
He showed us how to serve Prabhupada
in an unparalleled way.
in an unparalleled way.
He was a real friend also,
He was a real friend also.
and he was everything he did, he really did nice.
Everything he did really nice.
Can't really sleep much more.
Can't really speak much more.
Although there's lots to say,
Although there is lots to say,
but I'll let others say.
but I'll let others say.
I won't.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,